Hello, this is Jeffrey T. Fertiller back with another service management leadership video. Today's topic is change management, and I always put the comment that it's everyone's favorite. And this video is for leaders, and it's straight out of the ITIL books, version 3, 2011. When I say straight out, I mean straight out of the book. And so the ITIL book gives 5 indicators that you are adding unnecessary risk to your change environment through your change management. You want to hear those 5? Because you want to make sure that your change management process isn't included in these, I'm sure. The first one is unauthorized changes. If you have more than one, you have added risk. The more you have, the more risk. I know many companies, whether they like it or not, whether they like to seek these out or not, are hovering around 1 to 5% unauthorized changes. That's way too much and way too much risk that you're adding to your environment without realizing, because that's that many more changes that are not appearing on your change calendar or whatever you use when you are assessing the risk of other changes. Does that make sense? The second one is unplanned outages. If your change management process is not strong, you are going to have unplanned outages. Consider all the unplanned outages across all the industries, whether it's the airline industry when they had their issues. How about retail stores during the December holidays? Wouldn't that be brutal? That's why they care so much about change management, way more than you realize, is because they need to reduce risk during this vital business pattern, right? This third one is your low change success rate. What is change success rate? It's the success rate that when you put in a change, it'll go in without issues, without causing incidents, without causing any issues. And so we care about that success rate. We care about it a lot, because if it's low, that means that we need to test better, have better resources or the right resources assigned, communicate to the business, do all that change management stuff we need to do at a higher level if our success rate isn't very strong. Many companies, if you ask them, they'll say, oh, ours is 90, 95%. But then if you ask them how many incidents are caused from changes, you start diving into all that, their success rate's like 50, 40, 30%. And then you're like, uh-oh, maybe we need to help this process out a little bit. Your fourth one on this list is the high number of emergency changes. Bear with me on this thought. Think of an emergency change as you are diagnosing an issue with your car on the side of the road. Will you be successful as often as if you were, even if you're very talented, if you were in a shop with the right tools and the right parts? No. That's how an emergency change is. Something's broke, and those emergency changes are adding risk. Also, the other piece of that is they're not going in at an approved change window or change implementation time, which is deemed less risky to the environment. So we may not have the right resources. We already know something's down. It's not going at the right time. There's a lot of risk there, right? That one change needing an emergency change to fix begets 5 other problems. Boom, you have a big issue. And the last one is poor change management adds risk by delaying project implementations. This one's less straightforward, but let me explain it. Let's say that your change management process doesn't assess risk very quickly. Your CAB, your change board, does not make decisions quickly. And so your projects and programs, as they're trying to implement, they get delayed and delayed and delayed because of testing, because of understanding of what CIs are involved, all that sort of thing. And so having a strong change management program will enable you to put these project CRQs in much, much quicker. This is Jeffrey T. Fertiller. Thank you for joining us today. Hope you'll like or share the video, subscribe to our channel, leave us some feedback. We'd love to hear from you. And I hope that you have a great, great day. Thanks again for watching. Bye.